Kim Porter's sentencing is 2 years too long. For crying out loud, Kim Porter got 2 years and they're up in arms. They're complaining about her sentencing. She got 2 years. 2 years too long. That was a good judgment, man. The court system got it right again, man. If you haven't been keeping up with Kim Porter, she's the person that, the police officer that made an idiotic mistake. She went to grab for her taser, but she grabbed her service arm and she shot Daunte wrong. I'm sorry, Daunte Wright, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. So I'll digress on that. But they're up in arms. They're angry and they're mad. They think she should have got more time. And I beg to differ. This woman is not a Derek Chauvin, man, with their Messiah mantra, gold casket, George Floyd, crackhead of the year in 2020. It's not the same, man. This is a completely different situation. Kim Porter was on the police force for 26 years with no foul play. She made an idiotic mistake. That I will give you. I think everybody in our society can agree on that. It was just dumb on her part. She made an idiotic mistake, thinking she's grabbing her taser, but grabbing her service weapon and firing, and inevitably she killed Daunte wrong. I mean, give me a break, man. Give me a break. See, the reason why it irritates me is a lot of these people are malice, right? I was on a live, we talked about this. A lot of these people are very disingenuous. They say, no, I think she should have had a little bit more time, you know, yada, 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 because she took an oath, because she's a police officer. We hold them at a higher standard. You know, we train and we train and we train. And they try to make argument that if we train more, do you think that would lower the possibilities of making a mistake? And I'm like, of course, but it still doesn't eliminate that you have to have margins of error. And police officers are human beings. Man, genuinely in my heart, I know this woman did not pull that weapon out of malice and try to intentionally wanted to kill Daunte wrong. I truly believe in her heart that it was a mistake. And it showed through her initial reaction. The woman has showed complete remorse of her taking the boy's life, man. I mean, why are you going to beat a dead horse? Here's the facts. She's 26 years on the force. She doesn't have a record of any malice play, no foul play whatsoever. She was remorseful. She showed the world through her initial reaction, through the body cam footage, her remorse. She also showed remorse in the courtroom. I'll pull it up. I'm not playing with you. It's right here. Look.
To the family of Daunte Wright, I am so sorry that I brought the death of your son, father,
You don't
brother,
think that's remorse?
uncle, grandson, nephew, and the rest.
You don't think that's remorse? That's remorse. 26 years on the force. She showed remorse even through the body cam footage. Her immediate reaction, she completely broke down, which we all can argue if her being on the job for so long, being the training officer, she shouldn't have had a meltdown like that, but she did, because people react to certain things differently than other people when they're in stress situations. Again, she also showed the remorse, what I just showed you in the courtroom. Another thing, she willfully resigned from her job. Her life is never going to be the same. The woman has to live with the fact that she took a life. People always say, oh man, you know, we hear these situations where people say, man, why did that person turn himself in? It's because they have a conscience. This woman has to live on her conscience. She accidentally took someone's life. I'll digress. She gets 2 years, man. So people were making the argument, well, I think she should have got 5 years, or the max penalty was 8. And I had to ask, well, what's the difference on her learning her lesson from 2 years to 5 years? Like, what is your basis of why you feel that is the necessary punishment for her to do a little bit more time? Why? I just don't see why. So that's me personally. This woman, she showed remorse through body cam footage. She showed remorse through the courts. She even resigned. You talk about accountability. She has shown accountability. This woman did not mean, I truly in my heart believe she did not mean to kill him. But what irritates me the most is the selective outrage. The Eeyores of color, the angry, depressed, pessimistic, negative Eeyores of color mob, collective groupthink in this country that are upset in arms and call everything racist and white supremacy. But they got selective outrage. They got selective outrage. I'll tell you why. Because these same people that call, the same people that call for accountability when it comes to law enforcement, where is their selective outrage when it comes to the officer, the lieutenant, what's his name? Michael Byrd, that killed Ashley Babbitt. In his words, officer who shot Ashley Babbitt during Capitol riot breaks silent. I saved countless lives. That was his words. No accountability whatsoever. None. They ended up dropping the case. Department of Justice closes investigation into the death of Ashley Babbitt. You mean to tell me Ashley Babbitt didn't deserve due process on her murder? You mean to tell me this guy thinks that he saved many lives? I think Kim Porter saved many lives of getting a degenerate off the street by accident. Yeah, I said it. It's the truth. Everybody wants to be healed but don't want to take the medicine. It's selective outrage. It's a hypocrisy. You're not, where's your outrage? Where's that accountability talk when it comes to this clown? When it comes to him, Michael Byrd, the guy that cold-bloodedly killed Ashley Babbitt. She didn't have no gun. She didn't have no threatening weapons. She was climbing through a window, and he shot her dead. No accountability. Instead, they try to make it like he's a hero. No due process for the woman. It's selective outrage, and you guys ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. We also got Alex Baldwin walking around with no accountability. Shot and killed somebody. So I don't want to hear this stuff, man. I don't want to hear it. I'm not going to make this long. I think I made my point. Kim Porter's 2 years is too long. The woman has to live with the rest of her life at the fact that she accidentally took someone's life. She showed countless times through body cam footage her remorse, through remorse in the courtrooms. She even willfully resigned from her job. She's never going to be able to work for the police station, a police force again. Her life is going to be completely changed. She's pretty much got to live in hiding because the mob probably will be looking for her. We see how they do. We just had one of their social justice warriors try to assassinate a Democratic mayoral candidate, and he get bailed out the next day. I'll make content on that, so stay tuned. But I ain't going to be the dead horse. You guys get my point. Look, you may not agree with me. You may do. I want to hear your thoughts. Put them in the comments. I'm always going to keep it real and speak my truths. I think that it was a good sentencing for her. I don't think her doing any more time would have made much more of a difference. That's all I got on this today, y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. It's your boy, Craig Long 45. Always going to be telling the truth. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, wait. You're old.